A nearly 90-page lawsuit accuses John Pelletier of serving as muscle for Sean Diddy Combs.
Also new at 9, Maui Police Chief John Pelletier is responding to a lawsuit that links him to crimes involving music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Maui's police chief, a famous football player, and a comedian are among the high-profile men accused in a civil lawsuit of participating in or facilitating crimes alongside Sean Diddy Combs.
You ever been to one of Diddy parties? Yeah, I've been in attendance.
So the latest lawsuit making waves has managed to drag in half of Hollywood, a few athletes, and wait for it, a police chief who seems to pop up at every major tragedy like he's collecting infinity stones. We're talking about none other than John Pelletier. Yes, the same guy who's allegedly been covering for Diddy and has mysterious ties to Oprah. Coincidence? I think not. Let's get into it. First of all, the Ashley Parham lawsuit. That thing has more names in it than the credits of an Avengers movie. It's listing people like Jaguar Wright, Drusky, Odell Beckham Jr., and of course the man of the hour, John Pelletier. Who is this guy, and why does he keep showing up where things go sideways? Now, if you're thinking, okay, but what does Oprah have to do with any of this? Stick with me. Turns out, there was an article back in November 2024 that suggested this man Pelletier has ties to the mob. Yes, the mob was involved in the Maui fires and has direct transporting connections with both P. Diddy and Oprah. Because nothing says power move quite like allegedly having a secret cop on speed dial. Let's run down his greatest hits real quick. Las Vegas Massacre, 2017. Pelletier was the incident commander for the Vegas shooting. You know, the one where official reports made zero sense, footage mysteriously disappeared, and witnesses said there were multiple shooters, but we were all gaslit into believing it was just one guy. Guess who was controlling the narrative? That's right, our boy Pelletier. Maui fires, 2023. Fast forward, and he's now the police chief in Maui, where an entire town burned to the ground under the shadiest circumstances possible. People were blocked from escaping. Journalists were shut out. The whole thing felt like a controlled demolition. And who was standing at the podium giving statements? John Pelletier. Diddy's lawsuit, 2025. Now his name is coming up again. Allegedly, Pelletier was involved in covering up incidents for Diddy, including drugging and kidnapping claims. One of the victims even says he impersonated a California sheriff, while technically working in Las Vegas at the time. Teleportation confirmed. At this point, this man isn't a police officer, he's a plot device. Now here's where things get even more bizarre. That same article that called him out months before the lawsuit broke also claimed he had transporting connections for both Diddy and Oprah. Listen, I know Oprah is all about living your best life, but what exactly is being transported here? Books? Cars? Souls? The silence from her camp is louder than a YouTube apology video. This raises the question, are high-profile celebrities employing middlemen like Pelletier to make inconvenient problems disappear? If the allegations hold any weight, this guy isn't just connected to disasters, he's orchestrating cover-ups. Let's talk about Drusky, the man who went from making us laugh to making us question everything we thought we knew about comedy, baby oil, and slip and slides. Over the past 4 years, Drusky has risen to become one of the most recognizable faces in comedy, thanks to his viral skits, collaborations with big names like Jack Harlow, and his uncanny ability to turn everyday situations into meme-worthy gold. But now the comedian finds himself in the middle of a legal storm that's so bizarre, it feels like one of his own sketches. Except this time, the punchline might be on him. The internet exploded when Drusky's name appeared in an amended complaint against Diddy, alongside Odell Beckham Jr. and others. The allegations? Well, let's just say they're not your average lawsuit material. According to the complaint, Drusky allegedly participated in an incident involving baby oil, a slip-and-slide scenario, and some, questionable behavior. Here's the kicker. The lawsuit claims that Drusky, described as having an enormous size, doused the plaintiff with oil, treated her body like a slip-and-slide, and knocked the wind out of her. If that wasn't enough, Diddy allegedly sat nearby, recording the whole thing while making belittling remarks. Yes, you read that right. A legal document used the phrase slip and slide to describe an alleged crime. If this were a Drusky skit, we'd all be laughing. But since it's real life, allegedly, we're left scratching our heads and wondering if someone accidentally submitted a screenplay instead of a court filing. As expected, the internet had a field day with this one. Comments flooded in, ranging from disbelief to outright hilarity. One user quipped, "Getting called fat in a lawsuit is wild," while another added, "His enormous size is crazy." And let's not forget the person who said, "If a legal document describes literal rape using words like slip and slide, I'm not taking that seriously." Drusky's own skits were even used against him, with one user joking, "Drusky after someone didn't give him consent. Dude, like, come on." Another user imagined Drusky's lawyer breaking the news. "Good news, we got your payment. Bad news, they gave you life." As of now, the allegations against Drusky remain just that, allegations. While the internet has had its fun with memes and jokes, it's important to remember that these are serious accusations with real-world consequences. Whether Drusky is guilty or not, this case serves as a reminder that fame and fortune often come with a price, and sometimes that price is your reputation. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal team is probably somewhere sweating harder than Drusky after running up a flight of stairs. And John Pillar? Well, let's just say if another major disaster happens and he's in the vicinity, we might need to start asking some serious questions. This lawsuit is messy, but one thing is clear, it's putting a much-needed spotlight on corrupt officials who may have been playing cleanup for celebrities for years. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Do you believe this lawsuit is completely outlandish, or is John Pelletier the Forrest Gump of criminal cover-ups? Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and smash the like button harder than Diddy's legal team is smashing the deny all allegations button. See y'all in the next video, unless of course I suddenly disappear.